Welcome to Zach's Garage. This is a show about a guy who doesn't know anything, pretending like he does, and doing things to a truck that's probably going to break in a week anyways. So I'm going to go ahead and move the truck in here, and we're going to do something to it before it breaks. This is a 1995 and a half Toyota Hilux. It's the extra cab version. It's a 4-wheel drive, 5-speed manual with the 3VZE single overhead cam V6 engine, 3.0, if I didn't say that already. Which means that with 210,000 miles on it, the head gasket is soon to go. Also, it's got a shortened frame because it has a flatbed on it, which is made out of wood. That was a Jake brake. There's a truck up there. I don't know what he's doing on these roads near my house. He must be insane. This episode of Zach's Garage is going to be focused around these things here. Little hole. So here's the good old goods we got from Amazon. You can use your good old tire stack here with a piece of thing on it. That's your table. That's a pro tip right there for anyone like me who has no money, wants to do stuff to their vehicle, like they had some. So these are $15 LED light thingies from Amazon. They're actually made out of metal. Well, aluminum. Same thing. So, plan is, one goes here, one goes here. I have a switch in the cab, and then it bright lights anybody in front of me, and then they swerve off the road and die. So, like I said, I'm going into this with high hopes. There's the good old 3.0. Head gasket failure imminent. Don't worry about my coolant. It's full of dirt, and the air filter, and everything. Everything has dirt in it. Literally everything. Except oil. Get yourself a good old wrench. Stick her in there like that. Get your extendo doohickey. And look at that. Like a dream! I'm going to pause the video. And I'll come back when I've accomplished something, because I'm almost out of time to record. Sometimes you really gotta fight some bolts. And that's what I did. So now the plan is that this will be on the other side of this, and I can mount it all together and then just take this, put it back on that, and then we won't have to be up underneath this, which I think is what these were here in the first place to do, which I'm very happy about. And like I said, this is a show about a guy who doesn't know anything, pretending like he does, trying to do something decently productive. Yeah, I'll be back when I get this thing on there and maybe something. Pro tip, if your light bar thingy is connected to its mounting bracket, you can't connect the mounting bracket to the other thing because you can't get the bolt down between there when there's, that much distance between the things. Proper terminology is not something that's ever going to be used on this or any other mechanic-y related videos that I do in the future. Prior knowledge. And so it was written in the Great Mechanics Handbook that was handed down from generation to generation. The thing is on the thing. I think I did something right. So, now we just kind of have to play a guessing game on what angle seems appropriate. I'm thinking kind of just straight out, because once it's on there, it's going to be hard to adjust. So I'm just going to kind of try and get it like that, so it just kind of goes straight out in front of me, because I'm not going to have these on in traffic or anything. These aren't fog lights. These are just BMW driver headlights, and for, trails. Well, welcome back to another episode of Everything You Buy Online is Metric, and 10mm is the Aryan Race. So this bracket is in pretty good, but this side is really loose, about as useful as a paper hat in a rainstorm. So we're going to go ahead and play the game of, let's see if this was actually worth anything. I'm just going to really ghetto wire this up to my harness and then the battery, which I'll figure out something to deal with that. And we're just going to see if this is actually bright, if it does anything. And if not, then all was for nothing, and I'm going to go, I don't know, where's a good place around here? Yeah, I'll hang myself from that piece of wood. I'm going to use my tried and true method to clean this dust off. Good enough? The moment of truth is upon us. Ooh! Ooh! Alright. Now I'm excited. Let's keep that there. That's the switch. I mean, it's not great, but I mean, yeah. Hey, but I mean, for 15 bucks off of Amazon, the whole kit cost me $32. I'm not complaining. While we're on the topic of electrical safety. Speaking of safety, it's a really good idea to keep your workspace free of clutter, like creepers, and things that can slide around, laying on the floor. So that's our battery right now. So we're going to try to bring the button right here, actually. Like right where this button is, if we can. If not, we'll figure something out. I mean, that doesn't look bad. I'll give you a good old test when it gets nighttime. I mean, it's gonna look weird next to the very yellow, very square, normal headlights. But I mean, hey, that's what it's all about, right? Pimp my truck. I don't know if I'm gonna cut back when I've got the button in the cab, or if I'm just gonna cut back. That's not, but there's no structure to anything that I do at all. So update time. The battery's dead. Truck won't start. I'm kidding. I'm just gonna let it idle for a few minutes because I am afraid messing with the battery so much that I am gonna cause a problem. and I'm gonna have to get a jump, which is gonna be bad considering the way my truck's parked. So I'm gonna open this door actually, so the exhaust fumes don't kill me. It's actually warmer outside than it is in my garage, which is strange to me. So yeah, I'll cut back when the exhaust fumes are sucking the last bit of life out of me. There are a lot of things that you can buy at Harbor Freight, and a lot of them might not be incredibly useful. But this is insanely useful. Not only do you have your wrenches right where you need them, whenever you need them, but if you're like me and you're working on multiple different socket sizes at once, you can just kind of, well, now you see, just like everything else in my life, when I try to show somebody, it doesn't work. Look at that. There you go. Sometimes, when you're working with what you got, and what you got isn't anything, you have to have a Harbor Freight drill with one of those pointy star bits from your toolkit on the end. And you gotta use it as a drill so that you can get your light button on your dash. Hey, if it looks stupid but it works, it ain't stupid. And the conclusion. Through what can only be described as a violent rampage of zip ties and ghetto ingenuity, I've managed to wire up my brand new $15 Amazon little LED light pods here to the front of my truck. And it's taken me so long that, due to the fact that it's winter, it's now dark outside. So, we'll take her for a spin and I'll show you how it goes. Our first real-life look at the $15 Amazon light pods. We are now outside, and these are my headlights. It's very dark. I hope the camera picks up the light. So these are my headlights. These are the low beams with the assistance of the light pods. This is without the headlights on at all. The light pods work phenomenally. I'm really extremely surprised with how well these $15 Amazon light pods really work. And I've got the switch right in my cab where I can easily reach at any time I want to turn on my light pods and just really blind somebody. They work so much better than my headlights. Like, these are my high beams, but my high beams and the light pods, I could see everything. Well, that's the end of this. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more videos from Zach's Garage. See you guys later.